I sent her a text. I said, you got married?
Good morning. Can I have your attention, please? Can I have your attention? That works pretty good. Good morning. Now, good morning. Just to clarify, I'm not exaggerating. I walked in the back of the room. I immediately went into crisis mode because there's no air conditioning. How many of you think there's no air on? The back of the room. Up here, it's about 25 degrees cooler than back there. I don't know how that works, but it is. Good morning. I'm Perry Webb, President of the Chamber, and it's our honor to welcome you to the 51st Annual Teacher Appreciation Breakfast. Give yourself a hand for 51 years. Around the room, you'll see dozens, if not hundreds, of volunteers. We had about 70 vendors that were down in the high school hallways. We had a couple of hiccups late with some water and drinks, but sorry about that. We're trying to make it better. It is our honor to start the school year by the business community standing up and saying, quite simply, thank you. Thank you for what you do. We understand the importance of our community being strong if we have a strong business community, but we also understand the importance of our community being strong if we have a great school system. I didn't say a good school system, I said a great school system. Our school administration does a great job at giving you the tools and stretching the dollars as far as they can. They're more efficient than any other district in this state by a long way. And they put emphasis, in our opinion, in the right spots. So, we're here to say thanks. We have, an all-time record, I'm assuming, in gifts. We have about 200 gifts. Half now and half, about 100 each session today, maybe a little over 200. And then we have the traditional giveaways that we've done very successfully over the last several years with the Sam's furniture donations, and you'll have a lot to hear from Joe Donaldson and Sam's here in a few moments. We also have some special giveaways this year, a couple of them today that we've never done before. I think we're going to give away a trip to Las Vegas for 2 people. Which probably needs to be taken on a Monday and Tuesday during the school year, right? That would make Wednesday tough, but I get it. And we're also giving away a MacBook Air computer today. So we want to get the ball rolling as quickly as we can. I'm going to step away in a few minutes, and Bill Rogers and Jim Ed Reed are going to come up and have fun with you and do a lot of giveaways. But it is my honor. Every organization has to have their chief prayer, if you will. And even though he retired from active duty in a church, Dr. Don Elmore is a great ambassador of this community and a great ambassador of our organization. It's my honor to welcome Dr. Elmore to come up and present today's invocation. Don?
Well, good morning, everybody. It's so good to see all of you. I wanted to read an article that I picked up just before I pray that I think is significant. A landmark study underscores the difference between a strong teacher and a weak teacher lasts a lifetime. Having a good 4th grade teacher makes a student 1.25% more likely to go to college. How many 4th grade teachers? I knew that. It also suggests that 1.25% they're less likely to get pregnant as a teenager if they have a good 4th grade teacher. Each of the students will go on as an adult to earn an average of $25,000 more in a lifetime, or about $700,000 in gains for the average teacher's class, fourth grade class. So all of this is, I thought that was interesting, how important it is every grade level. And we love you. I feel like we're a big family. And we're here for all of our kids and their health and their success. So let's bow for prayer. The Bible says, except the Lord build a house, they labor in vain that build it. And I think that's true with a school district. Father, we realize how necessary it is to have you as our guide and our instructor as we pour our lives into our students. It is my prayer this morning that you would anoint and touch and be with every teacher as they pour their life into their students this year. Lord, we praise you for a great school district and administrators and leaders and school board and right on down the line. And we ask you a special blessing on each one of them this year, and may we look to you at the end of this year and say thank you for what you've done for us. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Put your hands together. No, in order. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you very much. We're going to have some fun today. I'm Bill Rogers, and when Jim Ed gets out here, the good time starts. We'll start giving away gifts. But take a look at the screen. Maybe you're on the screen today. We had some party pics, if you will. Oh, there we go. Anybody up there you see? Oh, Mr. Jinks, you're looking good. You're looking good. I tell you, having fun during the teacher breakfast and our vendor fair makes all this worthwhile to the chamber staff. We love to see y'all have a good time. We know you do. You tell us that you do, and we appreciate it. So, we just kind of want to show that. Now, here's the other thing. We're doing a lot more social media today than we've ever done before. If you're going to post something, if you win something, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, we'd like for you to use the hashtag SPGTeachers. Tag us on Facebook and Twitter. We're going to be doing some live streaming today, so we hope you'll have some fun with that. We could not do this without our sponsors, and as I hope you've noticed by now, it's the Sam's Furniture Springdale Teacher Appreciation Event. Before I scroll through these sponsors really quick, yes, thank you very much. This is the fourth year that Joe Donaldson and Sam's Furniture has been the title sponsor of this event. I don't have to tell you just how special a friend that Joe and Sam's Furniture is of teachers and education in schools in this community. So I think it's worth one more round of applause. You'll get a chance to see Joe a little later. But he's not the only sponsor, so we want to give just a minute to let you see and recognize those who helped make this event possible. Ozarks Electric is one of our platinum sponsors, as is Everett Chevrolet. Harp's Food Stores, a longtime sponsor of this event, is a platinum sponsor. In a few moments, we'll be giving away our 25-year and longer teacher award gifts. Ozarks Go, one of our platinum sponsors. Our gold sponsors are APAC Central, Crane Buick GMC, Sam's Club, South Coast Baking. Our gold sponsors are McDonald's. Got to pause there for a minute with Bill Matthews. I don't know that anybody has been a part of this event any longer than McDonald's. I hope you enjoyed the sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches this morning, and they'll do it all again as we have lunch this afternoon. So thanks to McDonald's for all that they do and what a great partner they are in our community. Office Depot. They've got a couple of nice gifts to give away to some schools today. Highland Dairy, Dunkin' Donuts, Ozark Film and Video, and then Springdale Public Schools Television, which are making everything that you see and hear right now possible. Our silver sponsors are Black Hills Energy, FPEC Corporation, George's Incorporated, Innovative Business Furniture, JV Manufacturing, Mercy Northwest Arkansas Community College, and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Our bronze sponsors are the Arkansas State Teachers Association, Arvest Bank Springdale, Bear State Bank, Cargill, Chambers Bank, Engineering Services Incorporated, Friesen Store, Northwest Health, Northwest Technical Institute, SWEPCO AEP, Truity Credit Union, and then Walker Brothers Insurance. And then you'll see we have another several screens of event sponsors that will scroll on the screen behind me. So once again, if you'd give all of our sponsors a round of applause, we want to thank them for all that they do. And then if you see all these people over on the wall, those are our volunteers. And without this event, this event wouldn't be possible, because they're going to not only deliver the gifts to you, but they were out there helping you find food and drink. Thank you to our volunteers for being here today and taking the time out from your work. Many of them were vendors, but we had 68 vendors wanted to be a part of this event. And you know, it's no secret that, you know, other schools in the area have this event, and none of them try to do it the way we do it, which is the best way, we think. This is the largest event of its kind in the state. To be honest, we're not sure anybody in the country does anything quite like this for as long as we've done it. But those vendors make this event for you. We know it adds a great enjoyment, so we want to thank them as well. So if you would, let's give them a round of applause. Well, Joe, come on up here. Joe's a busy guy today. He is our title sponsor.
Do I get a draw?
Do you want to draw?
I'll let you draw.
I'm not sure you gave us enough money to draw. I think we need some more. No. We've got a TV to give away. Do you want to say something now?
I'll let the sponsors talk here. I get to get back up and talk to you guys a little bit later, so I'll save my teacher talk till then. But I'll kick us off by giving something free away.
You want to give a TV away?
Yeah.
All right.
All
right.
Oh, you're going to make me draw?
How big is it? What is it? It's a
Who wants a free
55
TV? Who's got $50? Somebody actually raised their hand. All right, from Hellstern Middle School. Cheryl Bowen.
Come on now. Come on. Come on. Hurry. Come on. Come on up. We want a picture. Come on up. Come on up. How fast can you move? I mean, it's worth running for, isn't it? We want a picture with y'all. Y'all stand there and get a picture. And a hug. Y'all don't use this picture.
You know what you got to do?
Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't know if you heard that or not. He wanted her to get it at Sam's. She said, you know what you have to do? And she says, not share it with my husband. So, okay. That's going in the ladies' room. Not the ladies' room. Well, maybe it might go in the ladies' room. How big's your bathroom? Never mind. Never mind. Ozarks Electric and Ozarks Go, a platinum sponsor. Mitch Stiles is here this morning. If you live on the west side of town, I don't have to tell you how fast internet is out on that side of town. I don't have it yet. Mitch, tell us about Ozarks Electric and Ozarks Go. Thank you for your sponsorship.
Thanks for having me here today. Welcome back, teachers. I know you all are super excited to be here, and your summer is always too short. So I'm Mitch Stiles. I'm with Ozarks Electric, Ozarks Go. You also know me as the calendar guy. We've been providing calendars to the teachers for about 50 years now. So if you didn't get yours, please come and find us. We have always been involved with our schools. One of our principles of the company is commitment to our community. And what better way to do that than be involved with our school systems? We offer programs all the way from elementary through senior year of high school. We've got trips to Washington, D.C., scholarships, electrical safety magic shows, different things like that. If you're interested in any of those programs, please come and see us. Cheryl, you need to get Ozarks Go for your television. So Ozarks Go is... Ozarks Go is our new fiber subsidiary. We offer high-speed internet, television, and phone services to your house. It is really, really fast. I downloaded a movie the other day in 2 minutes. Used to take me 2 hours. So if you have any questions, please come and see myself or Penny Storms. We'll be at our booth this afternoon. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Everett Chevrolet is one of our platinum sponsors. Did anybody look outside the front door when you walked in here? Did you see what's parked outside? We have a Chevy Equinox and we have a Jeep Wrangler. They're not going to talk right now. We have something new and different with this. Of course, you know, 2 years now we've given away, Everett has given away a use of a car for a year. They are going to do that again, and we're going to draw this afternoon, or later today, and then again this afternoon. We'll tell you more about that in a minute. And I mentioned earlier, Harp's Food Stores, long sponsor of this event, and they are going to come down and talk about, Debbie Creek's going to come up and not only talk about the company, but also going to give away some 25-plus year awards to those of you who have served this district so long and so well. Debbie, thank you.
Good morning. Bill, I like you a lot, but I am not going to talk about HARPS this morning because I think everybody knows who HARPS is, and I think this day is about the teachers. So I'm going to be funny.
Okay. That's
so
good.
Y'all laugh, okay? So last year I told you a story about my kids, and it was funny. I have 5 children. 3 are now through Springdale schools. I still have 2 in school. But maybe what I didn't mention last year, a lot of you guys know my husband. He's been coming to school every day. This will be his 9th year as full-time sub in the district. And today I'm going to tell a story about him, and if we could just keep it on the down low that I did that, I would really appreciate it. So this event is one of my very favorite that I ever go to. I think it's fantastic. It's a day that we dedicate just to thanking you guys. Appreciation, you guys always deserve appreciation, but when our schools and our school years get so busy, I think appreciation is kind of lost in the midst of it all. So I'll tell you a story about appreciation being a little lost. So we have 5 kids, and our house is really busy, and our house can get pretty messy. And I'm an accountant, and I love spreadsheets. So I made us a brilliant chore list on Excel, and it breaks our house out into 5 areas, and it lists every minute detail that needs to be cleaned in those 5 areas. And then it lists whose responsibility is for like the next 10 weeks. There's no question of who has to clean up dinner. So this would work really well, and it does get us by, but the kids never quite cleaned to my level of satisfaction. So one day I walked into the kids' bathroom, which I don't visit often, and it was really gross. So I was feeling pretty frustrated, and I was feeling pretty industrious, and I decided to clean it myself. I spent over 2 hours in that bathroom. I cleaned the floor, I scrubbed the shower, I shined every nook and cranny. I wore out 2 magic erasers, and I literally used a toothbrush, for real. When my husband got home, who we're keeping anonymous, he noticed it right away, and he came to me with the look of such excitement on his face, and he asked, "Who cleaned the bathroom?" And I have to admit, I was a little bit proud. I may have puffed up a little bit, and I answered, "I did." And his face just fell. "Oh," he said, "I wanted to brag on someone." So I laughed, and then he tried harder to explain to me, "No, really, I wanted to tell one of the kids what a great job they did." So he never did understand why I thought that was funny. And so if you tell him that I told that story, he'll be like, "Why?" So I think that story is a perfect illustration, though, of sometimes how we forget to thank the people who are just expected to do the work. You're there, that's your job, and we don't realize how important it is, and we forget to thank you. So now I'll share one story about my 2 youngest boys that isn't so funny. I have one son going into 9th grade. He's a great kid, but Coach Yoakum can confirm that he may have just a little bit too much confidence and just a little too much swagger. As a result, he's often less than compassionate with his younger brother. I tell him over and over and over that you can be as great as you want to be, but you're never truly great until you figure out how to use your influence as a way to help other people achieve greatness. meaning he should be nice to his brother and help him in all the areas that he feels superior. As I was thinking about what to say today, I thought of that concept and realized that you as teachers have breathtaking influence on your students' paths. There is no physicist, business leader, athlete, politician, or any successful person who didn't have the help and influence of a teacher along the way. Nobody begins a career as a teacher thinking they're going to become rich or famous. You guys do this work with a servant's heart and the sincere desire to positively influence the youngest generation. And that alone means to me that you have achieved greatness in your own walks. So on days that you feel unappreciated, please know this event may only last one day, but there are thousands of us parents, employers, and community members who are grateful every day for the time, money, heart, and soul that you pour into these kids. We know you are responsible for helping us raise great kids, train excellent employees, and produce productive community members. We notice that you even used the proverbial toothbrush, and we thank you. See, I could say all that and Bill wouldn't make me sit down because I haven't yet given away the gift cards. So we'll start, these gift cards are to recognize people who have put in 25 years or more of service to the district. And when I was saying we would keep this a secret, I didn't realize that my husband's cousin is a recipient, so maybe somebody could give her 2 gift cards or something. So starting with 25 years, please hold your applause until we get all the way through, and then we'll clap all at once. And if you need to do the woo thing, real quickly, you can do that. But so 25 years at Springdale High School, Kelly Williamson. And when I call your name, just stand and somebody will bring you a gift card, and stay standing until they bring it, and then you can sit down. 25 years at Springdale High School, Pamela Owen. 25 years at HAR-BER High School, Evelyn McFadden. 25 years at Hellstern Middle School, Julie Keys. 26 years at Springdale High School, Kathleen Johnson. 26 years at Springdale High School, Pete Jinks. 26 years at Springdale High School, Rhonda Hawley. 26 years at Southwest Junior High, Jill Maneri. 26 years at HAR-BER High School, Phyllis Weiss. 26 years at HAR-BER High School, Lisa Mangum. 26 years in the administration office, Marcia Smith. 27 years at Central Junior High, Darren Vaughn. 27 years at Hellstern Middle School, Kathy Proffitt. 27 years at Central Junior High, Stacy McGaw. 27 years at HAR-BER High School, Kristen King. 27 years at the School of Innovation, Alawain Hunter. 27 years at Kelly Middle School, Sarah Ford. 27 years at Springdale High School, Dawn Eichenberger. 27 years at Southwest Junior High, Vicki Bashaw. 28 years at Springdale High School, Cynthia Whitaker. 28 years at Springdale High School, Todd Taylor. 29 years at Springdale High School, Sharon Tibbs. 29 years with the district is Joy Ryan Jones. 29 years at Tyson Middle School, Danielle Henderson. 30 years at Sonora Middle School, Teresa Murphy. 30 years at Tyson Middle School, Joyce Fine. 30 years at George Junior High, Deborah Carey. 31 years at Springdale High School, Rebecca Froning. 32 years at Springdale High School, Mitchell Wright. 33 years at Central Junior High, Kevin Thiessen. 33 years at Central Junior High, Thomas Pittman. 33 years at Southwest Junior High, Charles Burlingame. 35 years at Springdale High School, Karen Wilson. 35 years at Springdale High School, Sue Morse. 35 years at Springdale High School, David McGinnis. 35 years at HAR-BER High School, Randy Irwin. 35 years at Springdale High School, Malin Burlingame. 37 years at the administration office, Dr. Rollins. And our longest tenured employee, 38 years at Southwest Junior High, Bruce Matthews. Thank you.
Y'all are such rule breakers. Debbie asked you not to applaud, so what did you do? Woo! Are you ready to win some prizes? All right. I need some help, so I'll bring out my coworker, the younger, smarter, and more handsome Jim Ed Reed. If you'd, oh, he's here.
That's right.
Hello, Jim Ed Reed.
Hello.
All right.
Hold on. Did they say Bruce Matthews?
Yes, they did.
38 years.
Longest tenured.
Coach Matthews, I'm 39. So wherever you are, Coach Matthews was my coach. So congratulations, Coach. We ready?
You going to pull and read and I'll mark?
I'm ready.
All right. First up, from Alzheimer's Association, Alzheimer's backpack, Bluetooth speaker, and a $50 Walmart gift card. 2.
From Springdale High School, Susanna Swearingen.
All right, stand up. Our volunteers are here. So if we call your name, stand up until we get there. And if you get a coupon, because in gift card, if it's an envelope that's got a coupon in it, come down afterwards and we'll exchange that, because some of these larger gifts, we know you don't want to sit there and hold it in your lap, the whole thing. So if you get a coupon, come down afterwards. From Crystal Bridges Museum, a Chihuly Garden Installations Catalog and Thomas Eakins Art Prints.
From George Junior High, Sheila Cash.
From Stroop Orthodontics, free braces for a teacher and her student of choice. Wow.
Hellstern Middle School, Allison Ashworth.
From Cargill, Starbucks travel mugs and a breakfast blend coffee goes to
Lakeside Junior High, Max Conroy. Did I say that right?
From the Jones Center, an all-access family membership. If you haven't seen their new workout area, you need to go see that.
George Junior High, Jared Johnson.
From Quadrivium, a $100 gift card to Whimsy Woo.
Sonora Middle, Thomas Collins.
You look like a Whimsy Woo kind of guy. From Waterstone Counseling, oh, they like cash. $100 crisp bill.
Kelly Middle School, Melissa Johnson.
From NTI Secondary, a Bluetooth speaker and earphone bundle.
Sonora Middle School, Jody Morrison.
From First National Bank, a gift basket with local restaurant gift cards and supplies.
From Archer, Rayanne Pearman.
From Northwest Arkansas Community College, a back-to-school goodie basket.
Central Junior High, Thomas Pittman.
Thomas! From Malco Theater, okay, from Malco Theaters. If you've been to the renovated Sunset Malco, raise your hand. Why not? I'm telling you, if you grew up here, if you remember when it was the best theater in town or in their area, the recliners are sweet. It's completely renovated. You need to go. First run movies. I'm telling you, class field trip to Malco.
From Central Junior High, Deborah Blackburn.
From the Arkansas-Missouri Railroad, 2 train ride tickets.
HAR-BER High School, Jennifer Hatch.
Has Springdale High won anything yet?
Yes,
Okay.
I think.
From MedExpress Urgent Care, MedExpress Healthy Living Kit, and a duffel bag.
From George Junior High, Edmund Bacon.
From Manna First Care Family Doctors, a lunch tote, cooler with insulated mug and healthy snacks.
From George Junior High, Andrea George. From
Beaver Water District, a gallon of water. No, that's not right. a $50 Walmart gift card, and a Beaver Water District classroom materials.
Har-BER High School, Lindsay Smith.
From Advantage Air, $50 gift card goes towards sporting goods and a bottle of, is this right, Sarah? A bottle of rum?
Ooh.
I've been assured that this is not in the building. We'll deliver it to you later, correct?
Spiced rum.
Okay, all right. Winner?
Tyson Middle School, Paul Swington.
From Russ Physical Therapy, complimentary pain consultation and 3 cold laser pain treatments. Ooh.
Southwest Junior High, Jody Coons.
From Advanced Family Eye Care, a $100 gift card toward sunglasses.
Lakeside Junior High, Shane Jackson.
From Multi-Craft Contractors, $100 cash.
I'm trying to.
Last year you kept dropping them.
No.
Dropping you this year.
Oh man. From the School of Innovation, I'm going to butcher this. Ixchel Reyes Herrera. Did I say that right?
They don't care.
I did good.
No, she didn't care. $100 cash. From Bagwell Motors, Applebee's, and Shelby Lynn, a Walmart gift card, dinner for 2 at Applebee's, and a Shelby Lynn gift card.
Springdale High School, Josefina Perez.
From Wittenberg, Deloney, and Davidson, a $100 Visa gift card.
George Junior High, Janie Kaiser.
From Arvest Bank Springdale, a $75 gift card and a tumbler. It's a tumbler, not a tumble.
Central Junior High, Carrie Edwards. You need your glasses?
Yes, I do. From BOK Custom Apparel and Gifts, a $100 gift card goes toward merchandise.
Springdale High, Annick Downing.
From Myers Eye Care, $100 Visa gift card.
Springdale High, Jonathan Wood.
From Cherokee Casino in West Salem Springs, a one-night hotel stay and a $60 food credit.
Southwest Junior High, Lindsay Harriman.
From the Arkansas State Teachers Association, a $100 Walmart gift card.
From Kelly Middle School, Anna Shaw.
From Precision Tune Auto Care, Ray-Ban Aviators, a free oil change and insulated tote.
Springdale High School, Melinda Pitts.
From Bagwell Motors, Applebee's, and Hog-Eye Events, Walmart gift card, dinner for 2 at Applebee's, and a free Razor Run registration.
Sonora Middle School, Kelly Kidwell.
You want to do this for a while?
You got it, I'll do the next round.
All right. From Serve Pro, a $100 Marketplace gift card. Boy, I could buy a lot of chocolate, what do they call the chocolate thunder things? Oh, chocolate mist, thank you. That was well, I want to go.
Yeah, you don't go any further.
They knew what it was.
Har-BER High School, Catherine Moore.
State Farm, Jan Phillips gives a $100 gift card to Logo and Stitch.
Springdale High, Steve Ussery.
From Jenny Craig, 1-year membership and a gift basket with snacks.
Har-BER High School, Jennifer Sugg.
From Quadrivium, a $100 Whimsy Woo gift card.
George Junior High, Karen Cross.
From Home Instead Senior Care and Home Helpers Northwest Arkansas, $50 gift card to Subway and a $50 gift card to Core Brewing.
Southwest Junior High, Marty Edmiston.
How many people have been downtown and seen and kind of walked around the Walter Turnbow Park at Shiloh Square? If you've been down there, would you raise your hand? If you haven't, you need to go down there. It is just the most beautiful place. Downtown Springdale, just, go down to the farmer's market on Saturday morning and walk around. It's beautiful. Harps Foods gives us, is it this cake over here? A priceless awesomeness cake. Is it this cake? Or the cake that's yeah, okay. It was at their booth. It is awesome. I tasted it.
That's good. Har-BER High School, Jennifer Baker.
Jennifer, the cake's here, so don't go home without it. From Watchdogs, a goodie basket with an umbrella.
Har-BER High School, Nancy Ogden. Tell them to stay standing.
What'd she say?
Stay standing if you win.
Stay standing. Oh,
Bill can't hear.
No, I
so.
can't hear out of this here. You want them to come down if they win? Oh, okay. I heard you. I just do that. Make sure you stay standing because we got to find you. From Harrison Harris, DDS, the dentist in town, an Oral-B Pro 1000 cross-action toothbrush.
From Kelly Middle, Marco Torillo Flores.
Right here. From USA Mortgage, a 32-inch television.
From Tyson Middle, Justin Simon Morgan.
From Armstrong Bank, a basket with massage and spa gift certificates.
We have another Tyson Middle, Megan Seagraves.
Oh, that's what I like here. You know the elementary teachers make more noise when they win, don't you? You could do something about that. From Hull Dermatology, 20 units of free Botox.
You need it, for sure.
More than you know.
I'm going to be nice. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Springdale High School, Summer.
You can sell that. You don't need that. Trade.
She knew it.
Summer, trade that to Eichenberger. You're welcome. From the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, who are at home right now, a night in one of the suites, 20 tickets, 6 parking passes to any 2017 game, and it's not, the season's almost over, but they're in playoffs, so.
Springdale High, Rachel Moore.
Is there any school that we hadn't called out? Okay, you're doing pretty good, Jimmy. From First Security Bank, a $100 Visa gift card.
Kelly Middle, Joshua Jenkins.
From Rockline Industries, a bag full of assorted wet wipes. That's what they make out there.
George Junior High, Hope Matthews.
Joe Vanderspicken has given us $100 cash.
From the School of Innovation, Leah Baruki.
Back up here. From the Residence Inn, a night in a hotel suite and an Amazon Fire.
Har-BER High, Robert Snyder.
From Eureka Pizza, a class pizza party.
All right. Tyson Middle, James Lloyd.
There. Another new sit-down restaurant in town, a chamber member that, who's been to Fratelli's Italian Grill? Raise your hand. You people need to get out more often. They're on Sunset, I'm telling you. Fratelli's Italian Grill, a $100 gift certificate.
Hellstern Middle, Rhett Barrett. Right in the front.
From Office Depot, a gift basket full of back-to-school supplies.
Sonora Middle, Jonathan Buchanan.
From Milestone Construction, an Outback Steakhouse gift. Oh, they have just about finished their remodeling. It's nice. Outback Steakhouse gift card.
Springdale High, Gayla Rainey.
From Russell Hill, Washington County Assessor, $100 Walmart gift card.
From Kelly Middle School, Scarlett Morris.
From, no, two more. Actually, one more. From ABC Block, date night dinner for two.
All right. Southwest Junior High, Karen Moon.
All right, Karen. And the last one for this session, that leaves us 2 whole pages for later. Let's see, what do we got here? It says, Baldwin and Shell has 2 Yeti cups. That 2 will go to our principals. So Pete Jinks, Danny Brackett, and Joe Rollins, you each are going to get 2 Yeti cups from Baldwin and Shell. You can keep them, or you can use them for a fundraiser or for a gift or whatever. You know, if you feeling warm-hearted and care about people, you won't keep them. But if you 3 guys will come down afterwards, we will make sure that we get those to you. But that's for Baldwin. Oh no, they're right down here. Oh, okay, well stand up then. Pete, Danny, where's Joe? Y'all stand up. Where's Joe? There's Joe. We're going to deliver them.
You're done wrong.
No, that's it. What? What? No, second time. Okay. All right. Okay. If you did not know,
they weren't here. Well, you guys didn't draw it, but didn't announce that one.
I'm trying to run a show up here, Danny.
Oh, this wasn't on the sheet.
It was.
If you weren't aware, we are very fortunate to have a pro-education state senator in this city who also happens to be a Chamber of Commerce employee. Would you please welcome Senator Lance Seeds, who's going to come and welcome our new teachers.
Tyson Middle School.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. It was great to be able to recognize our teachers that have been with us and administrators for a long time, but as we continue to grow and thrive as a community, also we have to bring in new blood. So at this time, if you're new to the Springdale system as a teacher, administrator, would you please stand up so you can be recognized? Isn't that fantastic to see new faces every single year, so as we continue to grow. Next, I want to be able to introduce our speaker this morning to you, who needs no introduction, but has been a great partner to the business community. It's part of what makes our community go is our partnerships with the school systems. He's an innovator, a visionary, well thought of, not just here locally and in the state of Arkansas, but all across America, and maybe most importantly, he is the boss. So please help me welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jim Rollins.
Thank you very much. I think we need to ask Bruce to stand up. I want to make sure he gets the recognition he deserves this morning. Bruce, please stand. Isn't that great? Now, we're going to have to share notes in a moment about how hard it is to get up in the morning and that sort of thing. I'm very, very proud of you and the service that you've given to our district. Sarah, where are you? Will you please come up on the corner up here just a moment? Sarah and I have been great buddies for a long time. A couple of weeks ago, she sent me a copy of the agenda for our meeting today. And there was this beautiful handwritten note. And the essence of the note was this. Dr. Rollins, in terms of your time on the agenda, take all the time you want. Will you give her a hand for me, please? Dr. Cleveland, where are you? Well, will you please stand and call our elementary group? Tell them to come about 3. Would you do? Sarah, come back. There's one other change I need to make. Well, you gotta set that in the...
Absolutely.
Without question, this is one of the great events of the school year. It's just amazing to see you together, to see you visiting and welcoming each other back. It is a great thing. And for our chamber to be a part of that and to have helped with this event, led this event for well over 40 years is just beyond belief, and it's a miracle in every sense of the word. Give our chamber a hand. Will you do that? And I will want to say some other things about our great partnership in just a moment. I want to tell you the way I really feel about it. I believe the Springdale school system is one of the very best school systems in the country today. If you agree with me, can I hear your applause? It was such a treasure to me to hear as our new teachers joined us, as our teachers with 25 years or more of service were recognized. And I want us all to understand, and this auditorium is full this morning, but we have over 1,700 of the greatest teachers one could imagine serving in the Springdale school system. The secondary, junior high, middle school are all here this morning. Again, let's recognize this great team. I talk a lot about empiricism and having good information to support the statements that we all make. I think that's very, very important. If one spends their time in the research, as honestly I do a great deal of, there are 4 or 5 attributes of a great school system that come forward, and I want you to think with me about that as I acknowledge them. I've already talked about our great teachers, and I would tell you that our school system will never be any better than the teachers who we have in the classrooms serving our kids. So our teachers are always the greatest asset, the variable that contributes the most. And as you prepare for our kids on Monday, I know each of you are already taking that sentiment to heart. I also want you to acknowledge that from the standpoint of 31 schools, we have some of the greatest principals one could imagine. Will you help me recognize our principals as well? So great teachers followed by great principals. That third piece, and our teachers and principals have been a central part of that, is a sound curriculum. If you look across the program of study in the school district and understand how it's been advanced over time, and the great thing about this group is that we're always committed to improvement and doing it better. If you believe that we need to get better and that we're committed to getting better together, would you please stand? I want to be very clear. That's the team I want to lead. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Please be seated. We know we have to get better. We know that the children that we serve requires us to get better, and this team constantly demonstrates that commitment to get better, whether it's serving special needs children, our children who've moved here from around the world, who are dealing with language issues, or if it's children who walk out of poverty conditions every day into our schools, or if it's us just wanting to find new and better ways to connect with each of the kids. That's the Springdale spirit. That's what you represent. So thank you for focusing on bringing our curriculum forward to meet the needs of each and every child. That fourth piece, great teachers, great principals, a sound, a strong curriculum. You see it reflected here this morning with a commitment and the partnership of our business community, our Chamber of Commerce. That fourth piece is school community partnerships, which are so very vital. Now, recognize those attributes, if you will. Recognize those attributes because with your help and with your work over time, those attributes are in place in this school system today. That's the kind of heritage that we have to build on. That's the foundation that we come together every year thinking about the experiences that got us to this point and the new experiences that are in front of us, which will help us grow and get better. I do believe that this school district is helping write not just the Springdale story, but America's story in terms of improvement to the public education system. The work of this district is recognized across the country. More specifically, your work is recognized across the country. And I know there's evidence of that. And we share it one with the other. And we talk about it as we gather in our PLCs and we build on it. And we never take for granted what we did yesterday. We're constantly looking to stretch and to get better. In the face of all the transition that we've been dealing with throughout our careers, but it seems like especially in the last few years, there's this hunger, this uneasiness, if you will, to think about and talk about what's next. As a team, over a 37-year career, we've built the Springdale story around the illustration of the staircase to educational excellence. And you know we started with Teach Them All, and then Learning for All, and Learning Together, and Graduation for All, and Career Ready, and College Ready. And I might add, before I go further, our graduating class this past year earned scholarship offers of more than, in your mind, get this, $25 million. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your work. So we've done some very good things. And I can tell you, as I often say at this time of the year, and it is so true, I can barely wait to see what your contribution to the great heritage of this school system will be in the year ahead. We'll have 23,000 kids, beautiful, precious young people with all the potential and promise in the world. Doing our work well will help each of them realize that potential and promise. And as we think and try to think every day, this community, this business community, our Chamber of Commerce, moms and dads, the best thing that we can do for them is to give them a well-educated child. So, what's in front of us? My hope, my encouragement, is that we use our time together. Again, if it's hallway conversation, if it's conversation at lunch, if it's organized focus on the performance of our kids and the teaching act that got them there through our professional learning communities. My hope would be that we would challenge ourselves, push ourselves to be learners. It's the great teachers who are learners right along with their kids. So what is our next step? We're not at square one as we take this step, I can assure you. For the last 5 years, we've been trying to understand what it meant to personalize teaching and learning. My guess is 5 years from now, we'll still be involved in that conversation. That's the way change occurs. In our work, there are very few peaks. It's done over time by loving, caring, committed teachers and principals, and community members as partners who move a school system forward, that allow us to talk honestly about one of the greatest school systems in America. So, these are things that I want us to focus on. Well, what does that mean, personalizing teaching and learning? Does that mean that every child has to have their own learning plan? And the answer to that is yes, that's probably exactly what it means. So how do we do that? How do we organize? How do we use our resources, again, to breathe life into that? A great friend of mine, really a great friend of mine from a school system in the Northeast, told me a year ago, Jim, unless we're willing to personalize, and then he added another caveat, customize educational service for our children, that our school systems will be abandoned by parents who are looking for those services in the private sector in the charter school system. A poignant comment that I have not stepped away from in my mind, not a single day. So, again, we're not at square one. But we do have to compete for every child, and we have to compete for every family. And one of the great things about Springdale, about this community, about the region we live in, we love competition. So if you want to talk about competition, let's compete. I would hope there's some fairness in the process. That may or may not be one of the rules, but one way or the other, we have to compete for each and every child, and I think that's great. Let's look back at the learning continuum that we have been a part of creating. For so many years, the teacher took that responsibility and stood in front of a group like I am now and poured their heart out, delivered the very best lesson they could present, and maybe they kind of took a shot at somewhere in the middle. But we know those days have long passed, and they've long passed because of your work. So we've moved the continuum from that I do perspective to we do it together, the teacher and the student. And for the last several years, really the last 3 to 5 years, we've been very focused on getting children more in control of their own learning, creating that independent practice opportunity, if you will, so that in fact they could understand themselves what the learning process is all about, so they could understand themselves what the Teaching Act was all about, so that in fact they had a chance to be more in control of their own learning. Dr. Seuss said to us, "It's better to know how to learn than to know." I want to read this quote to you, and you be thoughtful about it, and I am going to conclude very quickly. Sarah, thank you. Just be thoughtful about this for a moment. In a rapidly changing, often unpredictable world, knowing how to learn, being committed to being one's own teacher, and anticipating the need to learn are core skills successful citizens and workers must possess. In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. Food for thought. So maybe Dr. Seuss had it right. It's better to know how to learn than to know. So that's part of our work then, along the learning continuum, to get each and every child better prepared to be a learner. These are some things that you have taught me, and we borrowed from the literature and give definition over time. And I'll give some credit to some of the theorists to help with this, because again, it's our study, it's our reading, it's our research, it's our implementation, it's our practice that moves an instructional delivery system forward. Authentic engagement over passive engagement is very important. If there's a CTE teacher in the room, you know that as well or better than anyone. It's the hands-on, it's the involvement, it's the thumbnails blue from having missed the head of the nail. Those kind of things are critical to us. Just in the last year or so, we've begun to explore at a level that we had not previously this idea of student voice, student agency. You've seen that come forward in the form of student-led conferences that each of you have contributed to. 5 years ago, we brought a gentleman to this district. He came to us from the University of San Diego. His name was Fisher, Doug Fisher. And he began to sow the seeds of putting students more in charge of their own learning. And we call that what? Do you remember? Loud. Gradual release. Again, we were learners. We were in transition. We were trying to get kids from all backgrounds better prepared to be engaged in the learning. Application, application, application is the key to meaningful learning. Where might that have come from? A theorist. Selecti has been in this district as teachers for all of us. Fisher has been in this district as teachers to all of us. Dr. Gene Bottoms with the Southern Region Education Board. Bill Daggett with the Successful Schools Network. Those two individuals really help paint the picture for this application. As we move into this year and build on from previous years, this came from Tony Wagner. What the world is interested in, and we have these conversations with our chamber, our business community on a weekly basis. What the world is interested in is what you can do with the learning. What the world is interested in is what you can do with the learning. So how does that come home to each of us as we prepare our instruction? Well, the idea is authentic engagement, skill development, project-based learning, all those things that have been a part of our work. John Hattie is one of the great researchers in the country today to look at experimentation and new pilot models. And he's constantly talking about the effect size of those variables that make all the difference. And so I'm saying this to you. This idea of student and teacher working together to build expectations and agreeing, projecting how kids ought to do based on what you're seeing each and every day. Hattie says that is the most important, producing the largest effect size in research today, looking over thousands and hundreds of thousands of research. So getting those kids believing in themselves, more in charge of their own learning, and real important, you believing in them and demonstrating to them your belief is essential. Well, today is the day to thank our chamber. Mr. Webb, where are you? Where's that big guy? Where's my brother? He's over there somewhere. Is he going like this? That's okay. I am going to close this way. We need partners. We need advocates. We need business leaders in the Chamber of Commerce that stand with us every day and help us extend invitations to families that are considering relocating here, that help us build relationships with our legislative leaders so that as the issues of the day mature and percolate and move through the state houses that could affect the development of legislation, which then affects each of your work every day. We need great business partners and chamber leaders. And I can tell you, we have no better friend, no better partner than the Springdale Chamber of Commerce. As I exit, please give them a hand, will you? I want you to know how very proud I am of each of you, and it is heartfelt. I thank you for choosing to serve in the Springdale school system, and I thank you in advance for all the work that you will do with each of our children this year. I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
Just to clarify, Dr. Rollins said Sarah sent him a note and said, "You got as much time as you want." I have now started an employee evaluation process. That's like giving an arsonist a blowtorch to tell Rollins that. It is time for a giveaway. I have in my hand, this thing's heavy too. I have in my hand a MacBook Pro laptop. I'll get into this a little later, but the truth of the matter is the business community in Springdale steps up for this event unlike any event anywhere in the nation. Bill said a while ago, nobody in the state's doing it. Well, I know for a fact nobody in the nation is doing an event like this and has this kind of buy-in. We started our gold sponsors. Platinum sponsors get to come up on stage and talk to you. You've heard from a couple of them already today. Our gold sponsors, we've started a gift giveaway from each of our 4 gold sponsors. Today, South Coast Baking will be up here in a few minutes, but the first gold sponsor is APAC Construction. Now, Murray Klein from APAC is part of our board of directors and on the executive committee of the chamber, and a longtime friend of mine. But Murray had to go to the doctor with his son Mason this morning. Tammy's here, his wife, but I'm not going to embarrass her. But this gift is compliments of APAC Construction. So if you see anybody with APAC building a highway or building a bridge or building a street, tell them thanks. And I'm going to dig down in here. Has any school not been called yet? Any school not been called? Where y'all from? I didn't hear you. Say it louder. Special services, all right. Oh, that's kind of getting greedy now. Here we go. This one right here. Yeah. Would special services be called the district? Is that district office? Is that the same thing, Sarah? Oh. You want me to put it back? From the district office, Robin Loke. Is she here? Is Robin here? There she is. Robin, come on up here. We need to take a photograph. The good news is you get a computer. The bad news is you got to get your picture made. Okay, if you get a chance, say thank you to APAC Construction. The Springdale Education Foundation has been a partner with you and with us, going on 5 or 6 years. Chris, come on up here. 7 years, Steckline. Chris Steckline is here to talk a little bit about the foundation. In the past, he's awarded grants at this event. I think y'all have changed your grant cycle now to April. But please welcome Chris Steckline.
Okay, so I had as many notes as Dr. Rollins, but I left mine behind because I don't want to be the guy that stands between you and the next prize drawing. Normally this time we get to announce a handful of grants, and we talked to a lot of you a year or so ago and said, how can we change what we do to better serve? And the response came back, we need more access to grants. And so we've moved to 2 different grant cycles a year. So the reason we don't have grants today is that the next grant cycle will open in a couple months. We'll make an award in the end of November, December, pay that out before Christmas break, and then we'll hold another grant cycle in the spring, pay that out before next summer. So watch the web page, watch the Facebook page, look for the dates, apply. The other thing is that I also like to have this opportunity to tell you what we've done with your investment. For 7 years now, many of you have been contributors to the foundation, and we take that money and we try to put it right back in teachers' hands and kids' hands. And I'm really proud to tell you that this last year we hit 2 really big milestones for us. We've paid out $200,000 in classroom grants. Now that doesn't happen without your help. We can't do it. And so for those of you that have been contributors, thank you. For those of you that haven't yet, please consider us. The other milestone that we hit, we felt it's really important to look at our kids that are going on to college and figure out how we can help them. And our scholarship program has grown. Our scholarship endowment now has grown to over $1.5 million. And this year, we paid out our largest single payout. We paid out $90,000 in scholarships. But that brings our lifetime total to $300,000 paid out to about 150 of our kids. Again, without your help, that doesn't happen. So I stand before you to tell you that I am truly humbled to be able to work alongside you, to work for you, to serve you. I'm very humbled to be part of this community. This is a wonderful giving community, and I thank you all for all of your help. And I look forward to working with as many of you as possible. Thank you.
Stick around here, Chris. I said earlier, nobody in the nation does this kind of an event. Quite frankly, the business community in Springdale has stepped up at a point that surprised all of us a few years ago. And so we have reached an agreement with the foundation. We want to announce it formally today. This event is going to generate $50,000 toward classroom and special project grants at your buildings over the next 5 years. So we want to announce $10,000 a year going to you, the teachers, as part of this event to Chris and the foundation. Thank you so much. What is Springdale known for? Come on, say it. We're not ashamed of it. Say it. Chickens, right? We're the chicken picking capital of the world, as my predecessor Lee Zachary used to say. Well, we're also pretty much a ringleader in another area, and that would be in cookies. How many of you know where South Coast Baking Company is, out on 40th Street? Let me just say this, and I may be out of turn here just a little bit, but they make frozen nuggets of cookie dough that go to places like Panera Bread and Mrs. Fields Cookies and Sam's Club and Walmart and other vendors. But they make these little frozen nuggets. But what you don't know is some small, minute percentage of every package or every cycle of that product has to be tested, which means they have to bake them and they have to check them for firmness and all that stuff. All that being said, if you ever need cookies for an event, if you'll give them about a week's notice, they can help you out on that. And when you ask for a dozen, they'll give you 20 dozen sometimes. So, well, there's a lot of cookies at our office, it seems to be. Devin Caples is here. Devin, come on up. Devin is with South Coast Baking. Tell them, good to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell them a little bit about your company and your employees and stuff, and then I think you're going to draw for something that has to do with Las Vegas. So,
Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. What a great looking group of teachers and administrators here. Just want to say, representing South Coast Baking, so proud to be a sponsor for this event. We are the local community here. We're 3 years in. We just celebrated our 3rd year in operation, so very excited about that. It's talked about, of course, Springdale is known for chicken. Well, everybody knows that, but we want to change that a little bit and bring the cookies aspect to that. And who doesn't like a good cookie, right? So that is one of the benefits at our side here for a lot of the taste testing on cookies, which I got to watch the weight here. I've had a little bit too many over the last few weeks, but anyway, such a great time. I do want to, before I get to the gift, just mention again, through my career growing up and going through schools and through college, teachers have molded and were such a huge influence on how I am today as a leader at the factory. But not just a leader, but how I am as a person, how I am as a husband and a father. And that goes back what I've had with my teachers in my career. And as we go through, whether it's grade school or junior high or high school, all the way through college, I do feel personally it's this group that really molds that and sets the stage for the success of that individual student. And it all drives to what Dr. Rollins had said earlier around engagement. And that's something we see in the manufacturing aspect and the environment. An engaged person is more involved with things. So an engaged student is more involved and likely to push forward and as they leave high school, go into workforce or go to college, then be a productive citizen. Productive, making improvements, making changes, whether it's to this area, to this state, or to this country. So I applaud everybody's work that you are doing. You're helping molding not only the students today, but the future leaders around the country. So do appreciate that. So that being said, thank you. I do think we have probably about the most coolest prize, though. So I'm very proud to have this. A Vegas trip, 4 days, 5 nights. So. All right.
Pull one. Reach down.
Reach down.
Deep.
Get a drum roll, maybe. Don't know.
Read it out.
Okay. Southwest Junior High. Joshua Granderson.
Come on down. Come on down. Is he here? There he comes. Walk right over in front of that table and get him. I don't know if y'all noticed or not when he said that, the way it's written up, it's 4 days, 5 nights. I'm not sure how you do that. You have to travel at night? Congratulations, Joshua. That was for 2, so in about 30 minutes we're going to have an auction for the second spot. That he'll As usual, I screwed up on the program, so we're going to have to back up a slide here. Joe Donaldson, come back up here. I walked over and put my hands on this recliner a while ago, and I should have known that was an omen that it's time to draw for another Sam's Furniture prize. Joe, what do you want to tell them about this chair? Talk to them.
All right. It's a best chair, top grain leather, rocking recliner. Is this a commercial? With a lay flat mechanism, lay flat, bronze nail heads. Springdale High School. So is it comfortable?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Joyce Person.
Said, how'd y'all know I really wanted a new one? There we have it. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You bet. All right, I think Fiddle Dee Fiddle Dum are going to come back out here. Bill and Jim Ed are going to come back out here and do some more prizes. We're going to kick this next prize session off with a 3-piece signed and numbered art set. Isn't that right? Not paint by numbers, a signed and numbered. Different, Eichenberger. Make a long story short, we commissioned an artist to do a series of Springdale paintings. These are fairly large. We have one of our best ballpark, we have one of Tyson, and we have one of the A&M Railroad crossing Spring Creek beside the trail. If you haven't seen them, we would encourage you to go look for them on our website. They are for sale. But we have a limited number of signed and autographed paintings, a series, a set, that we're going to give to one of the buildings today that you can use any way you want to. If you want to frame it and put it up, that's great. If you want to auction it off as part of a fundraiser or another event, we just want to get that out and let y'all see that. Do we have pictures? Yeah, we got pictures. So, come do your thing.
Y'all having fun yet?
He is. I know.
All right. I think it's $175 value is what we sell these for. So, you know, if you get 3,000 out of each of them, you do a good job if you want to sell them. The school that wins the art set, Southwest Junior High. Are they coming down now, Sarah? You got a certificate to give them, or are we just going to bring it to them? We'll bring it to you. We'll bring it to you. We'll get that. In fact, we'll deliver it to the school for you. All right.
We ready?
Let me put this over here. I am ready.
All right. From Ozark Eyes, we have a $100 Visa gift card.
Sonora Middle School, Jason House. All right, stand up. All right, we brought the house lights up. Our volunteers are having a hard time finding you, so make sure you stand up, and it's okay if you yell and scream and whistle.
Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge, family membership to the actual refuge.
Har-BER High School, Seth Jones.
From Gibson Real Estate, Nick Emerson, gift basket from Unimaze.
Unimaze.
I said that last year too, didn't I?
Have you ever been to Unimaze?
No.
I have been to Unimaze and bought things at Unimaze. I'm a sensitive guy.
You are?
Yes, I am. And I listen to my wife. Tyson Middle School, Rachel Walker.
From Catering Unlimited, $100 in cash.
Har-BER High, Jess Ross.
From Steamers Carpet Cleaners, we have one free carpet cleaning.
Central Junior High, Joanna Vaughn.
From Miller Boscus Lack Architects, $100 to Lewis and Clark.
Ooh, new bike. Kelly Middle, Nicole Bro. Right here.
From Flintco, $100 Walmart gift card.
From Hellstern, Megan Daniel.
From Swepco, Razorback Cooler and Lighting Accessories.
Tyson Middle, Marcia Chisholm. There's Marcia. All right.
Sarah Speedy Printing, $150 gift certificate towards printing.
Springdale High, Lawana Helwig. There's Lawana on the aisle.
From Springwoods Behavioral Health, an indoor potted plant.
It's right over there.
Right over there.
Tyson Middle, Ryan Wilroth.
From Advanced Pest Control, gift certificate towards home or yard treatment.
Southwest Junior High, Catherine Wilson. Okay, if you're out there and you believe, I ain't winning today, there's no chance I can win, raise your hand.
A lot of them.
If you're out there thinking, this next name is mine, raise your hand. Oh, those are my people.
Yeah.
You got a chance. Here we go.
World Gym, 6-month World Gym membership with classes.
George Junior High, William McKelvey. Back in the back.
From the Springdale Public Library, lunch tote, tumbler, and gift card to Walmart.
Springdale High, Karen Wilson.
From Budget Blinds, office or home consultation, and $150 in product.
Sonora Middle, Brittany Gunn.
From Aflac, Sharon Harp, a black leather ottoman.
Hellstern Middle, Veronica Nito.
From Kimbrough Dental Care, an Oral-B rechargeable toothbrush.
Springdale High, Catherine Peters.
From APAC, $100 MasterCard.
Springdale High, Michael Courtney. Oh, it's, I think you call it RTIC. It's one of those coolers. It's like a,
Yeah.
it's a
JV
brand.
Manufacturing, we have it says RTIC 20 cooler.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Kelly Middle, Suzanne Graham.
From American Tubing, $100 Visa gift card.
Tyson Middle School, Amanda Reimer. Or is it Reamer?
Ferris Insurance, $100 Visa gift card.
Springdale High, Joan Burlingame. All right. I'm just telling you now, Har-BER High is over here muttering because they feel like there's been a whole bunch
being
of
left
Springdale
out.
High. I know. You see, my tie has blue and red in it today. I'm going to see if I can get a Har-BER out of here. All right, go ahead.
Bassett Mix, $100 Visa gift card.
Springdale High, Deborah Alsop. You can't win.
Tutoring Solutions, gift certificate for any tutoring service, ACT prep, or summer boot camp. I could have used that.
Yes, you could. Har-BER High, Rebecca Hessick.
Arkansas Physical Health and Rehab, goodie basket and $200 gift card.
Southwest, Audra Lindley. Are we on the final page now?
We are.
All right, final page.
Hope Medical Staffing and Collier Insurance Agency, $50 gift cards to Subway and Sonic.
Nurse at Smith, Alana Adkins.
Owens Optometry, Ray-Ban Aviators. Top Gun.
You weren't alive when Top Gun came out.
Yes, I was.
School of Innovation, Zachariah Brown.
Whittle Truck Sales, $100 gift card towards home decor.
Har-BER High, Stephen Irwin.
A&M Railroad, 2 train ride tickets.
Southwest, Gail Kennard, or is it Kennard?
5H Photography, $100 gift card toward local restaurants and shops.
Springdale High, Carol Campbell.
Learning and Behavior Solutions, $100 cash.
Sonora Middle, Michael Nichols.
Rainbow Cleaning Systems, Rainmate Home Cleaning System.
Back-to-back Sonora Middle, Janelle Bird.
Temple Baptist Church, $100 Office Depot gift card.
Been a while here. George Junior High, Addison Davis. Yeah. They knew it.
American Tubing, $100 Visa gift card.
Lakeside Junior High, Joel Lookadoo. Been a while, that's right.
From Lyle Rutledge, $100 gift card.
George Junior High, Colleen Proctor.
From Nationwide Insurance, Aaron Adams, we have a Yeti cooler.
Ooh. Harbor High, Kathy Werner. There she is.
Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette and Star Mechanical, $100 Walmart gift card.
From Archer, Burl Sniff.
Last year. All Audio Visual Services, $100 cash.
Ooh, Harbor High, Tanya Chavez.
From Community Clinic, insulated tote with leather planner.
Well, it's kind of cut off. From the district, Debbie Pinafore, or I can't see all the last name. Debbie, there she is.
From J. Parham Dentistry, facial aesthetic makeover with Botox.
Eichenberger already's got his, so he doesn't need it. Fortunately, his isn't Eichenberger. Tyson Middle, Derek Shacklet. Oh, he needs Botox, I think.
All right. Multi-craft contractors, $100 cash.
From Tyson Middle, Stephanie Dreedy.
Home Helpers and Hope Medical Staffing, $50 gift cards to Subway and Core Brewery. You see that? They lit up a little bit on that one.
Teachers don't drink.
You notice I said they lit up a little bit on that one.
Lakeside Junior High, Nathan Middleton.
From Monogram It, the backpack, cash money, and embroidery services.
George Junior High, Cameron Walker.
Kimbrough Dental Care, Oral-B rechargeable toothbrush.
From the district, Kathy Barton.
Walker Brothers, $100 gift card to Unimaze.
I was trying to see if Mike was still here. Mike, you still here? Did Mike have to leave? Okay. From the district, Kim Sailors. $100 gift. Oh.
And you need to draw that one, so 3 more.
Okay.
Springdale Education Association, you have $100.
From Tyson Middle, Virginia Gonzalez.
From Piney Ridge Treatment Center, we have a gift basket.
School of Innovation, John Redfern. Doing that one?
And Bassett Mix and Associates,
Don't forget this. We have to.
$100 Visa gift card.
Kelly Middle, Heidi Holland.
You got that one?
Make sure I screw this up.
Yep.
Are we down to Whitlock? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Listen up. Every teacher here is going to go home a winner. A new car! No, that's not true. Whitlock Orthodontics is going to give a gift card worth a $200 hotel discount. It's a discount savings card. Can be redeemed at thousands of popular chain hotels nationwide. After we get done, principals, if you will come over to this side of the stage, don't forget, we've got an envelope that's got all your the discount cards for your school, so when you get done, but everybody here goes home a winner, so give yourselves a hand.
Okay.
That's it.
Office Depot.
Oh yeah.
Right here.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all kind of got fired up about that. Damon Albrecht, would you come up here from Office Depot? Where's Damon? Here he comes. Anybody go to the Office Depot table today and get a lot of goodies? Raise your hand if you did. Kevin Yoakum's coming up with him. As you know, in the past, ever since they've opened, Office Depot has just been, I mean, as Tex Holt would say, they just, hooked their wagon to the chamber and has been a huge partner, particularly for this event, because I know you all use them so much. So I'm going to turn it over to you. I know you've got a couple of things to give away, and why don't you explain what you got? Thank you for your sponsorship and for being here. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, everybody. I said last year was my last year, but we had some changes in the retail store, and our store manager left and went to Fayetteville. And so I wanted to introduce our new store manager that is filling those shoes, Damon Albright. He'll be at the Springdale store. So Damon comes from the Office Depot area. He's worked in the Rogers and the Fayetteville store, so now he'll be home to Springdale. So this will be a great thing. Damon's a great guy. If you guys need anything, reach out to him. He's just as good a partner as we've all been throughout the years, and Office Depot really appreciates the teachers' support. Because of that, we're still going to go ahead. Damon was able to work his magic and be able to still give us away $1,000 today. So we're going to call 2 schools up. We're going to give $500 gift certificates to 2 different schools, and we're going to do that again later on this evening. But we're glad that we can still support Springdale school systems, and I was fortunate enough to be able to come up and talk to you guys one more time. And so without further ado, we'll go ahead and announce the 2 schools. If I could get a principal or assistant principal to come up and collect these, we'll go from there. So Kelly Middle School.
Oh! Come on down.
And also Central Junior High.
Woo! Come on down. Get a picture of y'all. We need to get a picture. How about that's $1,000 they just gave away? I think they can use this. Give them another round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's come up here. We come up here in front. Where's our camera? Oh, I'm sorry. Here they are, over here to your left. Right over here. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Ariel, what's our next slide? Come on up, Jonathan. Let's see the next slide, can we? Here he comes. I wish I could come to work in shorts.
It's kind of nice.
I know it.
That's me, Zach. I know probably half the people here.
I know. Tell them what we're giving away. We're going to give away, not today, we're going to give away use of a car for what?
A year.
For a year.
Yes, sir.
Everett, going to give away a car for a year. And then you're going to be able to choose from, what do we have up here?
Well, we got the all-new 2018 Chevrolet Equinox. I would go with that one. That's just me personally, though. And also, I'm not sure on the year, but it's a Jeep Wrangler. Oh, come on now. More cheer for the Jeep than the Chevrolet? Come on now, guys.
He's a Chevy guy, so, okay. Now, we've added a little twist today. In the past, we've drawn a single name from the morning and the afternoon. This year, we're going to draw 5 names. So there will be 5 finalists from this session. We're not going to give 5 cars away. You want to give 5 cars away?
I think I'd get in a lot of trouble.
Okay. So we're going to have 5 finalists from this morning, and then there will be 5 finalists from this afternoon, which makes how many? 10. And then, I believe it's at 8:55, Dwight and Susie Everett will be here at our Dr. Raw, it's a big event, y'all all together on Friday morning. First thing we'll do Friday morning is we will announce the 10 finalists, and we'll draw a winner, and you'll get to be your pick. So, it's up to you. Do you think we should put the people who've already won back in, or leave them out? Put them back in.
I think we should put them back in.
Are you sure?
I think so.
It wasn't his choice. We were going to do it anyway. So don't get mad at him. All right. Don't let me drop any. Uh-oh, we're dropping. Just make sure there's no...
I think that's it.
Let's go over here and just...
All righty. One at a time?
Do what?
One at a time?
Yeah, because I'm going to do the school name about that. Okay. All right. 5. We need 5, not 6, not 4, but 5. The first finalist teaches at Southwest Junior High.
All right.
The second finalist teaches at HAR-BER High. Did you go deep for this?
I did. I went a little bit deeper than the first.
The third finalist of 5 teaches at Kelly Middle School. The fourth of 10 total finalists is at Archer. And the final finalist of the morning teaches at Hellstern Middle School. Would the lovely Sarah Gorley please come here? Sarah, would you please come out?
All good to go.
The lockbox, please. Could we get a hand for Jonathan? Thank you so much. All right, you'll find out who the finalists are Friday morning, and then we'll draw and we'll have a big time. We're about done, but those of you who've been to one of these events before knows we've kind of started a tradition because it's been so special for Joe and for Sam's Furniture and for teachers in this district. So Joe Donaldson, if you would come out here. It's already been a big day. We give it away a TV and a recliner, but Joe's about to do something that he doesn't do any other district anywhere else. And I'll turn over to you. Could we have another round of applause for Joe Donaldson?
I don't need that. Is this thing on? Well, thank you, Sarah. She told me the same thing she's told Dr. Rollins. If you go last and talk, you can take all the time you want. So I'm just kidding, Perry. She really didn't do that. No, I'll keep this short and sweet. I think I'm the ending, but I will tell you, first of all, thank you for what you do. It is so valuable and so important. People don't realize it. I don't think people thank teachers enough. But you're so impactful. I know I said this a couple years ago, but you guys have our children in your classrooms more time than us as parents have them at home a lot of times. And so what you instill in them and teach them during the day lasts forever. And I'll tell you a quick story about one of my teachers, and that is Miss Becky Froning that's right over here, and I'm going to mention her by name because I know she's probably getting close to the end of her career. But she came to me. No! She told me that this morning, so she could teach for long as she wants. People love her, I know. But she came up to me and my wife this morning, and she just gave me a big old hug, and she's like, "You're one of my favorites," you know, the old, like, way back. But I graduated in 96, and a year or two prior to 96 was, some of you probably weren't even born then, young teachers, but we had the Oklahoma City bombing. And Miss Froning was my yearbook teacher, so I did photography. And I was thinking, hey, I can use my press pass, my high school press pass, to go get inside the lines at the Oklahoma City bombing site and take pictures. And lo and behold, they let me in. And she let me go, and she thought that was the coolest thing in the world. 2 days later, I come back with all these pictures of this national, you know, terrorist event that took place on our soil. But I remember her talking about that through years. Just one little instance. But I remember so many things that happened through my high school years that she would pull me aside and tell me when I did something that she was proud of. But then I remember the time she pulled me aside and slapped my hand, so to speak. And I had a lot of that. I mean, I was not the kid that you guys look forward coming back to school to see. I was not wasn't my thing. I heard Mr. Taylor's name's announced a while ago, somewhere right over here. Yeah. Since I heard that, I thought, man, that was the guy that had the coolest hair back when I was in high school. See, some of you remember that. Yeah, it's still pretty cool. Mine's thin. I got Mrs. Brewer right down here, was one of my teachers. I mean, there's so many of you already here, and I know there's more that I heard names announced, but I've done okay in life. I'm not the smartest person. I'm not the best at all things, but I've done okay, and I can tell you, if I were to list the 10 people that impacted my life and where I'm at today and helped me get to where I am, several of those top 10 would be teachers. So you guys are invaluable. What you guys do is so important, and I don't think you get told thank you enough. And so thank you from the Donaldson family, from Sam's Furniture. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, who wants to see one of your peers get a $10,000 home makeover? I think this is maybe the third year we've been able to do this, fourth, I'm not sure. It's exciting and I'm losing track, but this isn't a random drawing. We have the principals and leadership within the school district nominate people in their schools that they feel go above and beyond and have just stepped out of the normal duties of a teacher, whether it's with students or other faculty or just in life in general. Just someone they feel has that servant heart, because to me that's what you guys are. You serve our kids, you serve our city, you serve the future by what you're doing every day. So we had, 20, 30 nominations. We had a bunch of them, and our team went through. We really looked at them one by one, read through them really good, prayed about it, and picked the one we felt that we really felt led to bless with some new furniture. So I think I've already heard this name once today. And I'm not going to read the testimony unless he wants me to when he comes up here, but it's quite a story, and we feel this is a very deserving teacher for this gift. So from Southwest Junior High School, Mr. Joshua Granderson, could you please come up? Y'all give it up for Josh. Come on up here. Are you shocked? I know. How about that? Do you mind if I read a little bit about your nomination, or would you rather me not?
Whatever you want to do.
Come on over here. I'll quickly just read a little bit of just one of the nominations. We had a couple on Joshua, but I'll just read a little bit about about him for those of you that don't know him. Mr. Granderson is a dedicated science teacher who is passionate about science and hiking. He contributes to our school and students in many ways, but his greatest contribution is his enthusiasm for hiking, the great outdoors, and connecting the students with science. He sponsors a hiking club and dedicates more than 4 Saturdays every school year to take Southwest Junior High students on hiking trips so that there are students that have the opportunity to explore the natural beauty of our state. Many of our students would not be given this chance to explore Arkansas without this opportunity and this teacher. Along with his dedication to hiking, Mr. Granderson demonstrates a passion for science and learning, and this is why he is voted from Southwest Teachers. Mr. Granderson is also a teacher with a unique family situation. His wife is legally blind, so she does not work or drive outside the home. However, her work at home keeps her very busy, and because they're raising 4 children, the 2 of these people combined are very deserving. They also have 2 of their children that are adopted from Uganda. He loves hiking. He takes these kids hiking during the summer months to the woods for several weeks. He's just one of those many unique aspects of a father and a teacher, and has a very special family. Your testimony just touched our family, and we just want to bless you with a $10,000 home makeover. So thank you so much for your service.
I can tell. I am smart enough to know that the only thing between you and an early lunch is me. So I'm going to take as much time as I want, like Dr. Rollins did. No, I'm just kidding. Let's give a round of applause, not only to Sam's Furniture, but to all of our sponsors that made this a great event. We're going to do a quick turnaround with the facility, and we're going to start this again in about 45 minutes or an hour, hour and a half, with the primary grades. So we're at a point, we're thinking about planning on maybe next year doing 3 sessions because there's just so much going on. We're so many people. One of the things that jumps at me is how willing the business community and the members of the chamber are to participate in this event. They line up literally to give gifts to you guys. It's a time restraint. We kept raising. Used to, we'd take anything. Give us a dozen eggs. How many of you got eggs back in the day? Yeah. We used to give a dozen eggs to everybody when they left, you know. Hey, we are the chicken picking capital of the world, right? But we would give a dozen eggs to everybody as you left unless you were carrying a gift. Then we'd take a $5 coupon or a $3 coupon, and then we said, well, we'd have 700-800 prizes, and we'd have to group them together. So we said, well, let's do a $25 minimum. And then a few years later, we raised it to a $50, and a few years later, we raised it to $75, and now it's at $100. And quite frankly, it's a time management thing. How many gifts can we have? We think 100 gifts for each session is a good number, and that's kind of what we had today. So I think the minimum was 100 this year. So the business community steps up in an unbelievable way. Over time, I said earlier, no chamber in America has an event like this, and I really mean that. It does not exist anywhere else except Springdale. And normally we have chambers here that watch this event, that see it in person to kind of see how they can take it back to their communities. I'll get no less than 5 or 6 phone calls over the next 30 days. Most of them from, generally close proximity that are asking, how do you do this and why does it work and what's the secret sauce? And I was at a meeting in Nashville, Tennessee 3 weeks ago, a national Chamber of Commerce Management Conference. And during that event, I told no less than 50 people about this event. And I would always end it by saying, there's no reason every chamber in America doesn't do this. There's no reason. There's nothing secret about this. There's no secret sauce. There's nothing that Springdale does better than everybody else. This is just a matter of prioritization and focus. And every response back to me was, oh, we could never do that in our town. How do you get the schools to participate? How do you get all the teachers to be there? How do you get the administration to allow it to be part of the back-to-school activities at the beginning of the year? What they're saying is we don't have a relationship with our school district. That's what they're saying. I had one tell me, oh, I could never pull this off. Our school districts wouldn't go for it. How can that be possible? And Jim, I think sometimes we may take it for granted. He said earlier, we meet on a weekly basis. We literally do that every Thursday morning. We missed this morning because we're meeting here. But every Thursday morning there's a standing meeting that the mayor and Jim and I and other business and community leaders attend. Everything I would say of major consequence is vetted in that meeting on Thursday mornings. But it's about communication. You see this in your schools, in your buildings, in your districts. You see this, it's all about communication. So Jim, we're going to commit to you to continue to do this. We think it is vitally important to the future of this community. On July the 6th of this year, I had an opportunity. I was in Washington, D.C. We flew up right after the 4th. We have now hired a professional lobbyist in Washington to work on grants, funding, opportunities, aligning resources with needs as a community. And that's a multifaceted conversation. But education is a big, big, big part of that. And on July the 6th of this year, I had an opportunity to attend a meeting at the U.S. Department of Education. And I was talking with two ladies who are in charge. I was in an undersecretary's office and a corner office on the top floor. And we were talking about career and vocational and technical ed. That's where we were supposed to talk. About 2 minutes into it, the subject of the SOI, School of Innovation, came up. And for the next 30 minutes or so, I was giving testimony to the Department of Education about Springdale's effort with personalized education and how you see that every day at the SOI and how the SOI is a laboratory that will drive this throughout the district. Both ladies, who had nothing to do with the Race to the Top grant, had nothing to do with the School of Innovations being set up, which that was a Department of Ed deal, but that's a different floor, I guess. Again, they're in career and technical ed. Both those ladies said, I want to come to Springdale. The testimony we can give will garner interest. It will generate activity. It will generate publicity, great communications. We have opportunities in this community. Now, our charge as a chamber, quite frankly, is to do everything in our power, and that's limited at times, but everything in our power on a day-to-day basis to make sure that you have the best environment possible. I saw the other day, we were laughing last Thursday morning, I saw the other day where another school district in Northwest Arkansas gave a across-the-board pay increase. And they said, now this puts us ahead of almost every school district in Northwest Arkansas. They did mention Bentonville and Rogers, who they jumped. I guess y'all know who it is now, Fayetteville. They did mention Bentonville and Rogers because they jumped them, but they never said the word Springdale. And I was sitting at home watching the news at 10 o'clock at night, and I just started laughing. It's like they won't even talk about us anymore. And that's a great thing, isn't it? But I think that's on us. Jim mentioned earlier career and technical ed. Driving that forward is a big emphasis of ours, as I know it is for the school district. Lance Eads was up here earlier. Lance has been appointed one of 8 legislators, I believe it is, and 12 statewide on a commission that's going to rewrite. Their mission is to rewrite workforce and career and technical ed in the state of Arkansas. Give it the prioritization it needs to have. Give it the resources it needs to have to move the needle. Figure out what the best possible model is, and then let's go do it. And let's put the commitment behind it rather than just everybody doing a helter-skelter type thing, which is what's been going on, quite frankly. This chamber has driven workforce ed conversations statewide. We're going to continue to do that. We're going to continue to do that because that is, in fact, where the future is. If we want to continue to raise our own, drive our own, educate our own, let our own become leaders, and let them lead us in the future, that's the role this organization has to play. And we're going to be committed to doing that. Let's give one more round of applause to Joe Donaldson and Sam's Furniture, if you would. I'm a firm believer that the good Lord works in mysterious ways. And I was told about 15 minutes ago that the name drawn was the makeover winner. What's the chances? 1 in 850? I don't know what the probability of that is. Some statistics teacher figure that out real quick. But the probability of that's very slim, but I think that's part of the magic. That's magic that we call Springdale. Thank you for being here. See you again next year.